Now, a manhunt is underway in Australia after two police officers were shot and killed. The officers were fired upon when they attempted to execute a warrant for alleged sex offences. Well, the suspect has been identified as Desi Freeman, a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen who rejects government and law. So let's find out a little bit more about this. We're joined now by our correspondent, Nicole Johnson. So, Nicole, first of all, how much a challenge for officers is this manhunt?
It's going to be really difficult. We know that as soon as the shooting took place, the alleged gunman, he took off into the bush. And when you look at the terrain of this area, this happened, it's about 200 miles from Melbourne. It's in Victoria's alpine region. So it is scrubby, wild, mountainous country. There are helicopters in the sky trying to track him down, hundreds of police officers on foot. They're also using thermal imaging. But there is also the suspicion that this gunman may have been prepared, that he could have sort of survival areas already decked out in the bush. He's going to know this terrain much better than the local police officers. So they have a really big challenge ahead to try and track him down. And already we're into the second day of this. And people who live in the neighbouring community of Porepunkah, a tiny town of around 1,000 people, they're in lockdown. They're not allowed to leave their homes. So the entire area is desperate for this man to be found.
What do we know about the suspect, Nicole?
As you said before, one of the most notable things about the suspect is the fact that he is a self-declared sovereign citizen. So he doesn't recognise the Australian government. He doesn't recognise the legitimacy of the police department or police officers. There is some reporting that he has had run-ins with the police before and altercations. We also know that he is married, that he has two children, and that's the other big question. Where is his family? Now, the police don't believe that they are with him, but at this stage they are unaccounted for. So really the Victorian Police Department has a big challenge ahead in trying to track him down. And I'll just point out, of course, this is a really unusual situation to develop in Australia. It's very rare that police officers would be attacked. The last time something like this happened was 3 years ago, and it did have some similarities. Police officers back then in Queensland were ambushed, just as they were ambushed here. 2 police officers were killed in that case. But this time around, the really difficult thing for police is the terrain.